Animals and nature. How do animals hibernate? In the heart of a dense and mystical forest lived a lively family of red foxes named Foxy, Fiona, Fluffy, Finn, and Frodo. As autumn leaves began to fall, a chill filled the air, and the days grew shorter. Frodo started to notice something different about his friend. Curious, Frodo decided to explore and found his mother, Fiona, sleeping soundly in their den. Frodo had never seen his mother sleep like this before. She seemed so peaceful, but something was off. Frodo realized that the small bird was chirping softly and moving very little. It seemed as though it was also sleeping. Suddenly, Frodo remembered hearing about animals hibernating during winter. Eager to learn more, Frodo sought the advice of an old and wise owl named Oliver. Oliver explained that animals like Fiona and her friends were preparing for a long winter sleep called hibernation. Over the next few days, Frodo saw that Fiona and her friends were eating a lot more than they usually did. Oliver had explained that animals needed to stock up on energy before hibernating, so their bodies could survive the long winter months. As the weather turned colder and snow began to fall, Frodo watched as Fiona and her friends curled up in their den, shivering slightly before settling down for a long sleep. Frodo was amazed at how still his mother and her friends were when they hibernated. He felt a shiver run down his spine, just thinking about falling asleep for such a long time. Frodo soon realized that he had a very important job to do. He had to keep watch over the den and make sure nothing disturbed Fiona and her friends while they slept. One day, while on watch, Frodo saw a squirrel approaching their den. He knew that if the squirrel woke Fiona and her friends, they could die from the cold. Frodo quickly thought of a plan to scare the squirrel away without waking Fiona and her friends. He leaped out of the den, pretending to be very angry. The squirrel ran off in fear, and Frodo breathed a sigh of relief. As winter turned to spring, Frodo watched happily as Fiona and her friends woke up from their long sleep. He had kept them safe, just like Oliver had taught him. Frodo had learned a lot from his adventure, but the most important thing was that he could use his wit and bravery to protect those he loved. And after all, isn't that what being a good friend is all about?